After a long, exhausting flight, the black billionaire steps into the grand lobby of one of the city's most luxurious hotels. Known for her sharp business acumen and wealth, she is used to being treated with respect wherever she goes. As she approaches the front desk, the young clerk greets her, but her hesitation is evident. The clerk fumbles with her computer, looking perplexed, as though she's struggling to find the reservation. The billionaire patiently waits, but an uncomfortable silence builds between them. Finally, the clerk informs her that, despite the reservation being confirmed, the hotel has no available rooms. The billionaire's mind races. This doesn't make sense. She's a high-profile figure, known for her successful business ventures, and she always books her stays in advance. Something feels off, but she chooses to remain calm, trying to process what's happening, while the tension in the air grows thicker. The billionaire, still composed, gently insists that her reservation was confirmed and asks the clerk to double-check. The young woman looks at her screen again, then apologetically repeats that no rooms are available, citing a technical error. The billionaire's patience starts to thin. A few moments later, the hotel manager, a middle-aged man with an air of arrogance, steps in. Instead of offering any real solution, he lazily brushes off the issue, muttering that there's nothing they can do, and that it's all due to a glitch in the system. His dismissive tone only adds to the growing sense of frustration. As the manager talks, the billionaire begins to notice something deeper beneath the surface, the way the staff avoids eye contact, and the subtle disbelief in their voices. She realizes they can't fathom that a woman like her, a black billionaire, could be staying at such an upscale hotel. Some nearby guests watch the scene unfold, their curious glances making her even more aware of the situation. It becomes clear that her race is a factor in the treatment she's receiving. Though anger simmers inside, she chooses to stay calm, carefully controlling her emotions, but the fire inside her continues to grow. The billionaire, now fully aware of the discrimination she's facing, remains calm but firm. She asks to speak with the owner or someone higher up in management, making it clear that she won't tolerate being treated this way. The manager hesitates, caught off guard by her direct request, and instead of taking immediate action, he walks away to make a phone call. His actions only confirm her suspicions that he's stalling, unsure of how to handle the situation. While waiting, the billionaire takes a slow breath and pulls out her phone. She quickly makes a call, and it becomes clear she's reaching out to one of her top corporate lawyers. As she speaks in hushed tones, she discreetly takes a photo of the scene, the manager's dismissive behavior, and the front desk's lack of professionalism. She knows that this evidence will be useful, not only for her legal team, but to expose the hotel's discriminatory practices. A few guests, having overheard the conversation, begin to gather near the desk. Some exchange sympathetic looks, whispering among themselves about what's happening, while others watch with indifference. The billionaire remains composed, but the tension in the air is palpable. Just moments after hanging up with her lawyer, the billionaire's phone rings again. Her lawyer, a sharp and efficient woman, informs her that she has already contacted the owner of the hotel. The lawyer assures her that the owner is now aware of the situation and is being briefed on the discriminatory treatment she's facing. The billionaire listens intently as the lawyer mentions that the hotel will likely try to offer a resolution, but the billionaire, now resolute, decides to take matters into her own hands. While the lawyer works on the legal front, preparing to hold the hotel accountable, the billionaire leans into her own power and influence. She starts to make phone calls, pulling in key figures from her network, who could help expose the hotel's behavior. With each call, she feels a growing sense of satisfaction. She's no longer just a victim of discrimination, she's turning the tables. Meanwhile, the hotel management is scrambling. They have no idea who they are truly dealing with. still believing the billionaire is just another guest who can be easily dismissed, that is, until she calmly reveals her identity. Her name sends shockwaves through the room. The manager's face drains of color, realizing that he's made a monumental mistake. But by then, it's far too late. The damage is done, and no amount of apologies can erase the way she was treated. The billionaire has already taken control of the situation, and it's clear that the hotel will face serious consequences. The owner of the hotel arrives in person, visibly flustered and eager to make amends. He rushes to the front desk, offering a profuse apology, hoping to smooth things over. He offers her an upgraded suite, insisting that this will make up for the inconvenience and embarrassment she endured. However, the billionaire is unshaken. She has already made her decision, and no amount of luxury or compensation can change that. She politely but firmly refuses the suite, her tone calm yet resolute. In a moment of clarity, she announces her decision to publicly pull her business from the entire hotel chain, making it clear that she will never stay at any of their locations again. Her words carry weight, and she's fully aware of the impact this will have. The hotel owner, now realizing the gravity of the situation, tries to offer more compensation, but she turns him down without hesitation. She has already made her statement, and nothing can undo the way she was treated. The story of the incident quickly spreads, and within hours it goes viral. Media outlets pick up the story, and soon it is being discussed across social media platforms. The public outrage over the discriminatory behavior of the hotel staff intensifies, with many condemning the way the billionaire was treated. People from all walks of life, particularly from marginalized communities, share their own stories of discrimination in hospitality, further amplifying the conversation. The billionaire, unwilling to let the issue fade away, uses her platform to speak out against racial discrimination in the hospitality industry. She calls for greater accountability, demanding that hotels and other luxury establishments address systemic racism in their operations. She emphasizes the importance of training staff to treat every guest with dignity and respect, regardless of their race or background. Her words resonate deeply with those who have faced similar mistreatment, and she gains widespread support for her stance. As the media coverage intensifies, the hotel chain begins to face severe backlash. High-profile clients, many of whom are influential business leaders, celebrities, and politicians, start pulling their bookings. News outlets begin to report on the growing list of people who are publicly distancing themselves from the hotel chain. The damage to the hotel's reputation is swift and irreversible. The hotel owner, once proud of his establishment, now finds himself scrambling to mitigate the fallout. In the days following the incident, the hotel chain is forced to issue a public apology. However, the damage has already been done. The public is not easily swayed by corporate apologies, and the hotel's reputation is tarnished beyond repair. The billionaire's bold actions have not only exposed the hotel's discriminatory practices, but have also sparked a wider conversation about systemic racism in luxury establishments. In the final moments of the story, the billionaire reflects on the broader impact of her actions. She knows that while the hotel may never fully recover, her decision to speak out has inspired others to demand better treatment. People from across the world begin to share their own experiences of discrimination in high-end hotels, and many vow to hold these businesses accountable. The billionaire's actions have ignited a movement for change, challenging the status quo and forcing the industry to confront its biases. The story serves as a reminder that even in the face of adversity, one person can make a difference, and sometimes it takes standing up for what is right to inspire others to do the same.